So we've been chatting to the guys, and it's interesting that the guys have driven on many circuits, but trying to find the lines here has been a bit tricky, and trying to find the speed through the high-speed corners, because look at the exit of 4. There's no runoff there. If you lose it on the exit of 4, you're going straight into those tires, and we've all had our moments over the years, so we've kind of just shaken that off. But some of the guys are saying, they're not willing to commit quite yet, and then when you get rain like this, it's so sketchy on the surface because of the bumps, because of the streams, and because of the dry line that forms here and there but not there. It's and the puddles. Oh man, this is going to be fun to watch.
Now I say the same thing to Bernard earlier on in the Class D&E race where you were busy in the cockpit. A lot of the Joburg guys were not hitting the bumps like the Cape Town guys do. They know where those bumps are, and they know they can hit them, and hit them by either coming off slightly or just knowing exactly when to accelerate, so that you take away and negate the bump effect on your car. Whereas the Joburg guys were all trying to avoid them.
Yes.
And that was slowing them down. Hopefully they've learned from their mistakes now and can put it into practice. Particularly Leon Lobsher and Bob Neal, who are only starting down in 7th, and I think a little bit further back in that 5th place, 5 and 7. So some work to do in those very powerful cars.
Here we
usually run at the front end as the lights go out.
Here we go. Ryan, gets a little bit sideways there. As you can see, the power trying to go down on the inside. He covers the line. Ryan Nike around the outside. Reta there down into 3rd place as Torrente gets 4th position through the first corner.
Nice one there from Renz. He's got up into 4th place, but right on his tail is Leon Lobsher in arguably one of the fastest BMWs ever built in this country. Not too far behind that is of course another one, but Ryan Nike is the man to watch out for at this stage. He's in the BMW known as Boris. It was one of the best and fastest BMs in its time. It's certainly still one of the fastest BMWs out there, but look at these conditions. The camera screen shows you what the drivers are experiencing if their windscreen wipers are not working.
Yeah, exactly. I think Torrente would add a little bit deep there. Interesting to see where he is at the moment as Nian leads us off. Nike still in 2nd place, Reta in 3rd place. There is Torrente sticking it with the guys, and here comes the MYH Auto car on the outside. The two sister cars almost touched there, and that looks like one of the Levy cars there, I think.
Mansour Parker, yes. He was on the Joker lap of the World Rallycross circuit, but that's where he was going.
They're trying to go 3 abreast into turn 4. Not a good idea. Parker then gets it around the inside there. The guys are trying to get ahead, and you can see some of the drivers struggling to get the power down. This is so sketchy. Oh, big sideways moment there for one of the cars further back in the field.
A huge one there. If I look at that, possibly Dean Ball or maybe Anwar Levy, who actually got on a shot there. But more importantly right now is look at the two fast cars that would usually be at the front end of Class A. They're sitting in the mid-pack right now, and they've got Class B competitors going past them, like Reinhardt. Reinhardt Miller in the Antec car has moved his way up relatively easily through there because of the ability to get the power down. Nike and Neon are doing it. and they're showing the way around here.
Well done to these two drivers. Marco Reta hasn't got that much experience in the big power cars, and Renzo himself coming from a background where there's more donuts and sideways action, and now suddenly finds himself right up the front, 3rd position. There we see Amar Kutsia there in 6th place, Mansour Park in 5th position, Dean in 9th place, Reynard in 7th, and they are just jostling all the time as they try and find a grip on this very slippery surface.
I know, it's very slippery out there, treacherous conditions right now. Parker getting it all right here, the 27 car coming through there of Amar Kutsia, and the MYH team are in full effect there with Bob Neal fighting it in amongst the usual contenders of our usual category of BMW in Performance Racing Series guys. Troy Cochran, a little bit out of shape there for the Arrow car, and here comes the boss man. Hang on a second, what's going on there now?
Let's give him some airtime.
Back to the pack, baby.
Let's give him some airtime.
He's there. Listen, he said to me, in these kind of conditions, he wants to take the car home without any damage. So he's going to just take it easy and make sure the car's ready. Because remember, they've got some big plans coming up in the very near future. End of October, they head to Killarney for BMW M-Fest. It's going to be a massive event. Hopefully, some MYH cars and some certain co-commentators will be here at M-Fest.
Coastal car gets sideways again. There goes the Coastal car sideways again through turn 4. That is so scary. I wouldn't want to do that. And notice the line that Reta's taking there. They're trying to find the grip. As we see Niaz Modak coming through there with a one-eyed wonder M2, very fast car, and the Coastal car also. That is
Hintenaus.
Hintenaus. Hintenaus, they've been working on that car. They had some issues with that car yesterday, and now the car's finally back on circuit. A lot of the Cape Town guys, a lot of the Joburg guys, have been spandering most of the last 24 hours trying to get the cars onto the circuit, and here they are.
Bob Neal was definitely one of them. He had some issues with spark plug issues and a misfire, so it hasn't quite worked out for him just yet. He's dropped down into, he's actually dropped out of the top 10, just into 9th place. He actually got back into 9th place there as he crossed the line. So Bob Neal there in the Viking Mining car. a usual contender at the front end, just ahead of Anma Kutsia there in the MYH car.
Yeah.
And then I said, Oli Hintenaus, I beg your pardon. I said it was Levy who was drifting and spinning out.
That was Oliver.
It was actually Oli Hintenaus.
That was Oliver. Yeah. And if we look at the class categories, Neanderthal leads Class A, Mansoor Parker leads Class B, and then we got Miller leading C off Bob Neal further back in Class A as well. But I tell you what, it's a mix and a match at the moment where you've got all the speed differential between these cars that makes it very interesting. You see Niaz Modak down the inside and he takes it. Niaz Modak gets it from the 46 car over there. Well done, turn 3, not an easy place to overtake.
No, not at all. So getting through on Parker and making his way up 9 to the top 5. So Modak into the top 5. Class C car making its way through there pretty rapidly, and Modak is of course now Class B pushing hard. Once again it's Hintenaus sideways. Off Sorrel sweep the back end. It's kind of indicative of the old 325 shadow lines coming out of Killarney at West Bay Corner where the back end would just step out.
Exactly.
That's exactly what's happening there.
So exciting to watch, and you got to know the Hintenaus name in Cape Town. All of them race, all of them are fast, and because a lot of them I think have a stock car background, I think all of them like to go sideways as well. So Hintenaus really enjoying himself there as Retta crosses the line to complete another lap.
Yeah,
is that the M2? That's the M2 pulling in. Oh, I think Modak's, yeah.
Modak's out. He's just pulling his pit lane there. So that's going to give that position back to Mansoor Parker. Reinhard Miller behind him. Nice run there from Miller. At this point in time, leading Class C. Incredibly, Class C leader is up just outside of the top 5 overall.
Beautiful. Miller doing very well to fly the flag there. Hintenaus and Miller, though, are the two cars, and you can see Hintenaus pushing on, are the two cars that are pushing to get their Class C win, and there goes another second place. This is, someone needs to tell these guys, this is not four-wheeler drift. This is, of course,
Daniel Kutsia who got out of shape there.
Yeah, Daniel, a very young Cape Town driver, but also exceptionally talented, also just parking his car for the last couple of months, but back out on circuit. That green BMW is just absolutely stunning. As the rest of the field comes through, there's another MYH car pulling through as well. That's Joseph Hendricks in Class C.
So a little bit of a fight on here, but for overall honours, Neon's basically all on his own. So Ryan Naka is not going to be touched, and of course he'll probably move himself up pretty rapidly in the championship overall because he is a usual contender. Now what happens for those folks that are watching from Cape Town and those folks who watch the series regularly, remember all these Cape Town wildcards, if they don't do more than 3 races in the series, will drop those points and lose them, and those points of course will then be passed on to the usual contenders like, for instance, Ryan Naka, Mansoor Parker, Reinhard Miller. They'll all be scoring big points later on once those drop rounds are put into effect. At this stage though, Ryan Naka, super run from him there in second place, and he's quickest at the moment, down to 26.6.
Down to 26.6, so this could be the onslaught of Ryan Naka as he comes into view on your screen right about now. Near the toy will now be going through turn 3 as Ryan Naka starts to use all that experience he's developed over the last couple of years in GR Cup. He told me that the GR Cup is actually more difficult to get onto the limit than this car, even though this one's much faster and more powerful. Let's see. Oh, someone spun out! Someone spun out. That's a big one. Joseph Hendricks avoids. That's the 21 car over there. That's Benny Light.
Yeah.
That's Benny Light, the spun out. That car's got, that's carbon fiber bits laying all over the track.
Yeah, there's a lot of carbon fiber, a lot of dirty stuff on the inside of that corner
as well. Turn 5. That's the middle of turn 5. So
marshals are going to have to get up there pretty rapidly if they can get all that stuff out the way, because otherwise you're going to find maybe potentially some puncture-proof stuff out there.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not what you want in the inside line of that corner.
There goes
Cochran starting to get a bit sideways as well. Looks like a bit of a dry line starting to form because the rain has stopped. That's one factor.
Looks like it indeed.
The drizzle has stopped there. I wouldn't say it's rain. A little bit of drizzle here in Cape Town. Let's see a little dry line starting to form now for these guys.
Let's see if Nian the Toy is going to head back there this time as we catch eyes now on the 49 car.
Bob Neal.
That is Bob Neal. Right behind him, he's got Dean Ball over there. Both Joburg guys, E36. Oh, down the inside goes Ball. And this is now a drag race to turn 5.
So if that car is in full flight and it's got all the ability, I can tell you right now, in usual conditions, Dean Ball wouldn't even be close to that car. Bob Neal just battling a little bit with a bit of a misfire yesterday.
Oh, yes, of course.
He got it all sorted out, but he's out there to try and score as much points as he can in Class A. And considering the fact that he also lost right at the start, I haven't mentioned it yet, but I was trying to pick up to see if he'd fallen through the sidelines.
Yeah.
But the number 1 car is not there. Lobsher has gone missing, almost from, I think, from lap 2.
You were right about that misfire, chatted in the pits, and I've got to apologize. Dean Ball, of course, from Port Elizabeth, not from Joburg, and I know that you Joburg guys don't like it when we bunch you guys all in.
No, it's all good. It's all good, hey?
It's all north.
You know the last part about that, mentioning Dean Ball, is that he's come from BE to Cape Town to race.
Thank you.
So it's showing you that the cross-pollination between the coastal events and the inland events is working, and it's working well.
Here comes.
Here's Lobsha.
Tootling around. Tootling around Bernie as well, but Bernie is about to get left. Lobsha though looks like he's just circulating, maybe just trying to score points. He's not going to the pits by the looks of things, so he's staying on the circuit,
and
just circulating. Yeah, Nika's about to pass him. So Nika now catching some back markers. Neanderthal just crosses the line with a time of 25.1. Nika gets a 26.3, looks like it. So Nean now having up 28 for Nika. So Nean's picked up the pace 3 seconds. The gap has now gotten bigger.
Yeah, I think they probably put a pit board up. Said, listen, Ryan's on his way. You better turn the wick up again and just maintain the pace you were going at. Now that it's dried up, it's easier to maintain that pace. Bob Neal getting back again.
Oh, here we go.
The additional power that BM's got compared to Keen Ball's car.
And here comes the E36 once again. The two of them making their way to turn 5. It's the hard braking zone, the fastest part of the circuit. The flag is up there to show change of service, but by now they should know what's happening in front there. Into the braking zone they go, but the white car stays in front.
Got to watch out for that inside line with all the broken carbon fiber bits. That's what they're warning them about. If you stay inside, it's fine because there's a clear line there. Or if you go high on the banking, it's clear. But in that middle part of the track, there's still a bit of carbon fiber out there.
Oh, Renzo over here. I gotta say, Renzo Torrente, he's one of those guys, like I said, that's made the move to circuit racing quite late in his life. And I'm not saying he's old, Renzo, if you're hearing this. He's a big guy, so I'll deal with him later.
Yeah, you can deal with him. I'm not coming there. Hey? I'm not involved in this part.
But I've got to say that I'll get to the bit sideways there. I've got to say he has been driving like a champ, and to be third in this level, to be third in this company, well done to Renzo, man. Well done to Renzo.
Nice run here from Torrente as he hangs in there for third place overall. We're getting to about 2.5 laps to go for the front end. Yeah. Neanderthal doing a super job. In fact, he's got 3 laps to go. Neanderthal just crossed the line now. Back down into the 24.4s now.
Well done.
It's certainly drying up.
It's definitely drying up.
Are starting to drop here. Yeah, they're not going into lap record pace just yet, but certainly in these conditions, a 24.4 is a respectable time.
Yeah. We head now further back. We've got Cochrane over there in Class C. Class C looking like Oliver Hintenaus in the lead. Reinhard Miller in second place. Daniel Kutsia, okay, man, in third with Anwar Levy behind him. Cochrane on your screen at the moment in 5th position as he makes his way on into the braking zone over there. Bernie Dugavea further back, followed by Benny Late. That's the 45 car. Anwar Levy in 4th place there. So this is a battle for position on screen at the moment.
Yeah, a battle for track position as opposed to class conditions. Yeah. The class positions there would have changed up there, and you can see just how hard he's pushing. Anwar in the Class A BMW for the Jive cool drinks machine.
I've got Anwar classified as Class C over here. Let's see.
Okay, no, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Anwar's classified as Class C, but
it's Anwar that I was looking at.
Yeah, you know these Cape Town guys like to shut their classes. I'm supposed to be in Class A according to you guys.
There's a Class A driver next to me here.
But some fantastic racing as the 46 car over there leads off into turn 2, and now a braking duel. These guys still fighting it out as Miller over there.
Yeah, but Hintenaus is on his tail now. This is for the lead of Class C.
Yes.
And it's 5th and 6th place they're fighting for overall. So
goodness me.
6 and 7, I should say. 6 and 7.
So yes, you
battle for Class C certainly heating up here big time.
This is that battle. Reinhard Miller, Oliver Hintenaus, Daniel Kutsia. Let's see. We've got
running wide.
That's Oliver Hintenaus in second place. That's Reinhard Miller has got first place, and Hintenaus. This is the battle for the lead right in front for Class C. You can see it on your screen right now.
Yeah, a nice little run here from the Amtech car, doing a superb job. Reinhard Miller, he's always been a top contender in Class C, and he's certainly a man who's looking to try and take the championship overall in Class C. A lot of times, because of the sizes of the classes, when you, if you look at the way the rules work here, which you probably had to look at coming on board here with me, is if you've got a smaller class and there's not as many cars, they tend to sort of play around with the points position. So Reinhard's in a class that's packed. So Class C, as a packed class, he's going to get full complement of points. If he can stay ahead, though.
Oh, the hard charge around the outside. Your words, not mine. As down the outside goes Hintenaus, and this is going to be a duel into turn 1. Hintenaus will have the outside line, which means he could have the line for turn 2. But what will that first place man Miller do as Hintenaus takes the lead, goes around the outside?
Slots in behind him, fell as the coastal car through. Not a bad outfit there. Reinhard Miller, if I was you, stay on the bumper there and check out the Cape Town lines, boy. He's going to show you the way around here and show you the reason why he was able to close down on you. So Ollie Hintenaus hits the front end of Class C as they get into the final lap. Perfect timing from his point of view. Looking for a chance now to wrap up Class C. We'll have to keep an eye out on where Neanderthal is, because Neanderthal, of course, is our lead car and potentially on his way down the back straightaway, or at least into turn 5.
Yeah,
there we go. This is Bernard de Gavea and Leon Lobsha. They're on that back straightaway. Can we see a quicker car up the front end? No, there comes.
That's Terente.
Renzo Terente.
That's third place. Yeah.
I think Neon will be on his way to the flag.
Yeah, he should be well on his way to the flag. I think he's already taken the flag. Neon the toy, if that was in fact the last lap. We haven't seen the checkered flag out yet. It's still green flag racing, so I think they've still got one more lap to go. It looks like they've still got one more in the bag.
We were catching up on the back markers.
Yes.
That had started the last lap. So he's possibly halfway around the last lap right now.
Yeah, definitely, as you say, halfway around, that's for sure. The 46 car over there, Mansour Parker doing very well indeed. Mansour Parker leading off Class B.
Yep.
Dean Ball in second place in B, and Renier Smith. And like you say, the bigger classes get more points.
They do, 100%. So as we pick up on the MYH car there, onto Charles Sweep, getting it a bit sideways there. That's Daniel Kutsia. And I think just up the road there from him, there is Ryan Nike. That's second place. So we got Neon heading towards the flag. And possibly, I think I just heard him go across the line actually.
Oh, Class C standing.
Yeah, there he is. Across the line.
Across the line he goes. Neandertoy gets the flag. Neandertoy gets the flag. Second place, Ryan Nike. Third place, Renzo Terente. He still needs to grab it. He should be there. There comes Nike. Looks like it.
Yeah, that's Nike.
And I'm still learning the way your guys' cars look. So I apologize to the listeners out there. These cars don't look the same.
You must know you. Yeah, they're all BMWs.
They're all BMWs.
And they're all got end performance parts on them.
Indeed.
And all done on tires.
But I've got to say, Class B, our man Mansour Parker gets first place in B. Dean Ball in second place if they cross the line. It's still a ways to go for some of them. And Renier Smith in third place as they make their way down to the fourth. That's Marco Retta over there. Retta currently running in fourth place. So he's just got to cross the line. Here comes Cochrane now. In Class C, Oliver Hintenaus is going to take it in Class C.
Yep.
Reynard Miller, if he crosses the line, gets second place. Daniel Kutsia gets a very satisfactory, I'm sure, third place for him because he's had so many issues with that car. Varish gets fourth place. Anwar Levy in fifth. Troy Cochrane, we saw on our screen earlier on, gets sixth.
Yeah, amazing stuff there, as always, from our M Performance Racing Series. The mid-pack start to come through there to take the checkered flag and finish up the first heat of classes A, B, and C. Remember, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be joined by my good friend here, Mr.
I was looking forward to that, to be honest. This was very nice. Thank you.
It was amazing.
Yeah, man. Nice to finally work with you.
And the cool thing is it's what I've always said about this class. If you have the ability to run all 5 classes together, do it. Because it puts a race together that can't be beaten.
Well, it's going to be difficult for you because there's cars all over the place.
I'm looking forward to see what you can do in amongst the cars that you're supposed to be racing.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't rain though. My teammate Dexter he's doing the literal rain dance at the moment. As you can see on your screen there, all the results, folks. A big 15-second gap for Neandertoy there, and a big gap towards third place. There's top 3 definitely in a class of their own with Marco Retta, again someone that has been developing himself and his car over time. It just shows you what a lot of practice on the circuit does and what lots of good car preparation does. Some of these guys with fantastic performances today, they should all be proud.
Class B goes to Mansour Parker. Class C going to Hintenaus. He beat out Reinhard Miller. A good run there as well from Daniel Kutsia. He'll get third place in Class C. Class B, second place. Long way back. We've got to go to second place, Renier Smith. And then I think it's Niaz Modak who unfortunately didn't make it.
Yeah, he was doing so well, eh?
He was doing well. There must have been some kind of issue on that car.
Yeah, they've had some issues with that car as well. I know there's Terente and Niaz's car in the same stable. Terente's car's been running fine, no issues there, but Niaz's car, there was some small issues which they said they were hoping would be fixed. That obviously that was not the case. Maybe 100%. They'll be back for race 2.